few seconds ago I pressed record, but I haven't, and I record almost the whole video. Funny, but yeah, so now I'm prepared, kind of. It's funny how big mess is just outside this frame. It's funny how photography can change the perspective. Okay, today I want to talk about the cancellation we have at the moment for one event, and how the coronavirus situation will impact our business during this unpredictable times. And yes, this is my favorite coffee tea mug. I'm drinking from that every day. It's from 2015. I got it for Father's Day. Vera put her hand here, and Paula give a foot mark here. Today I have a cancellation for 4th of April. I was expecting that something will happen with that booking, that they will postpone it or cancel it. Basically they cancel the event, but I'm not surprised. Most likely I would cancel as well. And I know it's more coming. At the moment, few weddings, big weddings from that year, from first part of this, actually first part of wedding season, which is June and July, is postponed for later on, for late 2020 and for 2021. So how photographers and specifically small business owners will deal with all the cancellations, all the postponed events, weddings, and not only that, all small businesses gonna deal with that during this hopefully couple of months. But I'm worried it's not only couple of months. I'm worried it's gonna be a little bit further than a couple of months. So during that time, what can we do? I mean, how can we make sure our business is still on and we're not gonna go down, we're not gonna bankrupt? Why this video is happening? Just to show and just to give you the perspective what the fears is and how we want to deal with that. And basically there is no need to panic. Even though you see the shelves are empty in the shops, the shops are empty, the shops are panicking, everyone is panicking. So, and easy to say don't panic, yeah, I've been to the same shops as well. So, but today I've been to a local shop. Everything was there apart of flour. Yeah, and the things are limited, so you can buy 2 milks and stuff like that. Yeah, and couple of toilet papers as well. And yes, there is toilet paper. So, as I mentioned, April 4th is cancelled. Few are postponed, and I'm sure more is coming. I'm sure it's just a matter of time. There is people. We shoot the weddings in UK, and not only in UK, but this particular wedding season we shoot the weddings in UK. For people from all around the world, from New Zealand, Canada, US, you name it, Europe as well, Europe mainland. And we're supposed to go for wedding ourselves as well to Poland and be guest as a wedding guest to Lake District. So I'm not sure it's happening. Oh yeah, and one more event, big event. My best friend is getting married in June in Poland, and in the end of May should be the stag weekend in Poland. And I don't know if this is happening at all. So the most important, not only not to shoot these weddings, not the weddings to be cancelled or postponed. Postponed is a great solution, but what will be financial impact? How we can deal with that? Because basically all small businesses, without having big assets and without having savings, and who's got savings, come on, and without having that backup, who's gonna how to deal with that to make sure in 2020 we're gonna go through and we gonna have money to pay bills, as simply as that. And the next thing is, if we're gonna go to shoot these weddings, if these weddings will happen, how it's gonna affect us? Shall I go to shoot this wedding and meet with that 200 people who are coming from wherever they're coming from, and we're doing that every single weekend. So not only going once for 200 people wedding, we're going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for 200, 300, 500, 700 people wedding. And it's not only about us, it's about people in between those particular events. How it's gonna affect them if we're gonna do it? Is it responsible to go there and shoot that wedding? So take that risk for us, for them, for both of the parties. Funny thing is, I give you an example. Imagine, without this COVID-19 situation, bride is sick, crazy, and tomorrow is her wedding. Of course, bride not gonna cancel anything the night before or the same morning. She's not gonna do it. She's gonna say, "Oh, it's all about stress. It's all about that I'm worried. Or I'm just sick. I'm going for my wedding." The same is with the wedding guests. They travel. They put the best suits, the best dresses, hairdresser, makeup, all of that. And imagine, they're not doing that. They're coming. So that may be the case in this very moment. People just gonna turn up. They're not gonna tell you, "I feel not well. I have symptoms," or "I don't." So how to deal with that? Another side of the story is when I feel normally, again without this situation, when I feel, let's say, I feel ill a little bit, I don't say to my clients, "Oh, I'm not coming because I have a little cough, or I sneezed a couple of times last night. I'm just coming for the wedding." Of course, when I have big thing happening, I'm not. I have associate photographers who can do the job for me, emergency. But we're not talking about emergency situation. We're talking about everyday thing, which basically is happening. So if I am feel a little bit ill, or I feel a little bit down, I don't show that at the wedding. I'm there happy, give 100%, and they don't know that. So what shall I do now? Of course, if I have symptoms now, I have associate photographers. We are in a group of fantastic photography and videography community. I can give a call, send a message, and they're gonna turn up. They're gonna do great job, and everything gonna be covered. But how shall all of us deal with that situation? Shall we go ahead, or shall we just step back and send associate photographer straight away? Couple of days ago, Church of England banned all of the weddings more than 5 people. That's not happening. All of the wedding ceremonies. So from now on, Church of England ceremonies are not happening. I mean, they're happening, but there is a bride and groom, priest, so vicar, and photographer, videographer. That's 5. Or bride and groom, a couple of witnesses and me. That's 5. Or I'm gonna be witness. So you see, it's not really straightforward. Of course, bride and groom, they plan a wedding for many years, or a year, or anything. They spend lots of money, so they might go ahead and then throw a big party, reception for cocktails for 200, 300, 400 people, 150, 50, 20. It doesn't really matter. So this still can go ahead. And there is so many things happening. A couple of hours ago, Prime Minister just shut all of the pubs, restaurant, bars, gyms. So it means events as well. It means so you see, the things are changing so quickly, so rapidly, that the things are probably changing even when I'm making this particular video. Most likely I'm gonna go down and Karina will tell me that we can't shoot a wedding. So I don't really know. So the next thing is, if the wedding will be cancelled, who's gonna take responsibility out of that? Our contract says, if we look at the contract, it says that first thing is just to rebook it. I mean, these people, bride and groom, they still want to get married. Of course, it's no good now. They eventually they want to get married. So, but who's gonna take financial responsibility out of that? We want to rebook it. We offer now, I mean, to go ahead and rebook ourselves with the same rate for our date when we are free, without any financial consequences. Normally would be cancellation fee, but we're not doing that anymore. Is it the right thing to do or not? So who's gonna take financial responsibility out of that? So one couple just rebooked their wedding from April to June, but what will happen if in June is still the situation is still not okay to go ahead? Maybe it's going to be even worse. More people are going to be affected. Maybe it's going to be a bit less. We just heard with Carolina that Polish government just said that they want to tackle this. They want to open schools after Easter. So they think the thing gonna be okay after Easter. So is it that much to worry? I mean, we feel that there is things not to worry, not to panic, but to consider, and that yes, the times are uncertain. There is a plenty to consider. There is a plenty to rethink, and it is time to be responsible, to look in your contracts, to look in your policies, to look in your insurances, and to be responsible, to take ownership of whatever basically we do. I mean, the last thing is basically we always let know our couples, our clients, that this income, not from particular day wedding, but from the weddings, from the shoots, from the projects we do, that our family rely on that. So we always let them know that this is basically they important for us to be our clients and to refer us further. So we have to look after them in that situation. So providing them another date and providing them, I mean, excluding the cancellation fee, I think it's right thing to do. I don't know, what do you think? Just write in the comment. I mean, if there is anything else shall we do. We always assisted our clients, we always with them. And I'm not only talking about weddings. There is a commercial project, there is corporate photography, event photography. Of course no one's gonna do now family shoots, but from weddings is only just starting. From that we have family shoots, we have corporate stuff, we have different kind of projects. There is video coming this year, what we offering now. So is there anyone inquiring now? Since a couple of weeks there is nothing coming. Obviously no one's want now to book a wedding photographer. I mean, I expect 2020 to be lower financial wise, of course, as the previous ones, but I hope 2021 everyone wants to get married and the situation get even, I mean, double up, and hopefully the inquiry is going to come sooner than later, because the people starting to plan their weddings for 2021 and they're going to see there's more being moved from 2020 to 2021. So the same people who were booking initially for 2020, they're gonna have their wedding switched to 2021, most likely without any costs. I mean, I was in contact with many self-employed based in service business and wedding business, or not only not only wedding business, but, and they all basically trying to look after the clients, just to give them as well the financial freedom, financial safe, for them to feel that the money they paid and they are due, they're actually located in the right place. What do you think about that? I mean, it's very interesting times coming, not only for photographers, for wedding photographers, but for everyone in service industry, for bars, pubs, local restaurants, cafes, and now moving into summer. I mean, summer for us is a peak, is a time when we starting to make money. So until now we've been only taking bookings. So So we're taking the deposits, and now is the time to finalize those contracts, to get those money coming in. And yeah, you're gonna say, buddy, why you don't have savings, anything like that? I mean, we do, after the wedding season, we do have a little savings, but not really now. I mean, and it's not only us, we are in the same boat. Just before wedding season, we do investments, we get new gear, or we just replace stuff, some stuff. We try to be within the know. We got some workshops. We travel to see places, and we go for holidays as well. And at this point, the holidays were cancelled. I mean, thanks God. But we are within the group of photographers, the fantastic Nine Dots photography community, who basically seems to be all in the same boat. So established photographers who are charging a lot, charging the most, and basically everyone who is just starting from the lowest, just starting out. Looks like we are all in the same boat, and they are happy to help each other. They are happy to stand for another, which is basically amazing. Carolina is doing quite few family shoots. Me not that much, but and there's no inquiries coming. There's no bookings coming, and but from the other side, imagine her going into someone else's home without having 14 days quarantine or with any symptoms. I mean, basically it's not happening. So that's what concerns us as well. So that time we decided to spend being creative, spend time with each other, look after each other more, and just take a step back, replan everything, and when we hoping everything will rapidly recover, everything gonna switch to how it was or even better, and from there, from that place, everything, so all this inquiries, all of these clients start to come back, because we can't work from home. Our business is people friendly, based on interactions between people, and as closer we get, better results are.